We're going to relax with our reverb. This week, I'm going to be singing some songs about that I've heard are from Scotland. We have a lot of songs that are sung in and around Ireland and Dublin, and Christy Moore would have sung a lot of them. And for me, Dick Gahan is a big hero of mine as well, and so they'll be mainly coming from those two sources for me today. If you're there, say hello. I actually just have to get my chat box up and running. I had a bit of a problem there with my audio just before I went live. That's why I'm a little bit late, so I apologize for that. But we're going to start with a song. It's called Éireann go Bragh, or Éireann go Bragh, as it's sung by Dick Gahan. And go Bragh, B-R-E-A, fada means lá bra ta ann. It's a lovely day. Very nice, lovely, that type of thing. Go Bragh. But go Bragh means forever. B-R-A-G-H, a fada G-H. So that is the crack there. If you're in the place, let me know. Say hello. I'd like to see who's here today. But I will get stuck in and we'll get going with Éireann go Bragh. So in this one, it's a Scottish guy who, and actually Rory is there. So this one's for Rory. He mentioned this one. So this song is kind of like an anti-racist kind of song in its sense, because it's a Scottish guy who goes to Ireland and then gets an Irish haircut and obviously starts being a bit more Irish looking, and then he goes home to Scotland, and then this policeman over in Scotland thinks he's Irish, and he wants they're putting away all the Irish into jail, because if you're Irish you're going to be a ne'er-do-well and all that type of thing. So that's the crack here. So yes, in this one I'm going to put on a little bit of a Scottish accent just for the crack. So apologies to all Scots for the terrible accent, but sure, hey, that's what's happening. My name's Duncan Campbell from the Shire of Argyll. I've travelled this country for many's a mile. I've travelled through Ireland, Scotland and Ireland. And the name I go under's bold, Éireann go Bragh. One night in Elricky as I walked round the street, a saucy big police I chanced for to meet. He glowers in me face and he gave me some jaw. He said, when come you over, Paul? Éireann go Bragh. Well, I am not a pad, though in Ireland I've been, nor am I a paddy, though Ireland I've seen. But where I a pad, sure that's nothing at all. Isn't there many's a bold hero from Éireann go Bragh? Well, I know you're a pad by the cut of your hair, but you all turned to Scotsman as soon as you hear you left your own country for breaking the law. And we're seizing all stragglers from Éireann go Bragh. Well, then were I a pat and you knew it were true, or was I the devil, then what's that to you? Were it not for the stick you hold in your paw, then I'd show you a game played in Éireann go Bragh. So I up a black tarn that I held in me fist, about his big body I made it to twist, and the blood from his napper I quickly did draw. paid him stock and interest for Aaron O'Brien. Well, the people they gathered around me like a flock of wild geese, saying, catch that daft rascal, he's killed the police. And for every friend I had, I swear he had twa. It was terrible hard times for Aaron O'Brien. Well, I came to a boat that sailed in the fog. I packed up my gear and I steered for the north. Farewell to Elricky, Paulus and all, and the devil gang with us as Aaron O'Brien. Well, now come on, you people, wherever you're from, I don't give a damn to what place you belong. I come from Argyll in the Highlands of Brown, and I ne'er took a deal being called Aaron O'Brien. No, I ne'er took a deal being called Aaron O'Brien. That one is a bit more energetic than I usually do, but I love it. I love that song. So that's by Dick Gahan. Bit of a fight. Ulrike is Edinburgh, I think. If we've any Scots in the house, do say hello and let us know. For sure, that's what I've heard. Been to Edinburgh a few times. It's a lovely place. And yeah, who have we got? We've got Shannon and Rory. How are you doing from the West Coast? Always welcome. Kathy, how you doing? From Pennsylvania. We have Tim Hart down in... are you still in Torremolinos? You are. Torremolinos. And we have... yeah, my wife next door. And Jana, how are you doing? Good morning. And Anna, hello. Thank you very much. Yes, Dick Gahan's amazing. So that's Dick Gahan. I was working on another few of his. I can't get them all, but because Dick Gahan's just like the best guitarist and singer in the world ever. So we're gonna move on. This one is kind of quite different. I would have heard Christy Moore do this one. So I studied geology in university, and rocks and oil. Drilling for oil, learning about all that type of thing. Not exactly how to do it, but where to find it down under the ground, and all about mining. In theory, not in practice, but we learned about how to go looking for it in theory with maps and all that type of thing. But yeah, we had one semester of petroleum I think it was petroleum geology, yeah. And every day we'd have the disaster of the day. And if there was ever a module in university to say don't become a geologist, it was the disaster of the day. And yeah, our lecturer Pat was great, but he was on that oil rig Piper Alpha the week before it blew up like years ago. Anyway, mining and geology and all that type of thing. Interesting though it is, quite a very difficult job for the people who are actually out there doing it, on the coal face, as they say. And obviously lots of songs about mining disasters, terrible things they are, and there's still people mining and to get us all our metals and everything we need. So still relevant, definitely. This one is not the one that Luke Kelly does. He has a few humdingers as well. This one is called by Clyde's Bonny Banks, and I think it was Christy Moore I heard do this one. So yeah. So this sad song. by Clyde's bonny banks, as I sadly did wander among the pit heaps as evening drew nigh. I spied a fair maiden, all dressed in deep mourning. She was weeping and wailing with many's a sigh. I stepped up beside her, and thus I addressed her. Well, pray tell me, fair maid, of your sorrow and pain. Well, sobbing and sighing, at last she did answer, Johnny Murphy, kind sir, was my true lover's name. 21 years of age, full of youth and good looking, to work down the mines of Blantyre he came. The wedding was fixed and all the guests were invited. That calm summer's evening my Johnny was slain. The explosion was heard, all the women and children with pale, anxious faces, they ran to the mines. When the news was made known, all the hills rang with mourning. 310 young miners were slain. Now husbands and wives and sweethearts and lovers, that Blantyre explosion you'll never forget. And all you young miners that hear my sad story, remember your comrades who lie at the rest. So that's by Clyde's Bonny Banks. Let's do another one. Probably the first Scottish song I learned or knew of. Again from Christy Moore. This one's Black is the Colour. Lots of different versions of this, but I believe it comes from Scotland. And let's catch up with what you are saying there. We've Mark Harlow feeding the Scottish half. Yeah, I have there's Gohans in our family, and I always think, oh, I wonder, are we related to Dick Gohan? Because that would be cool. Anne Marie's people are he has another song called Tom Paine's Bones, which I haven't learned, but Anne Marie, my wife, is related to Tom Paine, so he's famous for something. I can't remember. I should know. I'm not great with the old history, to be honest, but songs keep me appraised of the important things. So we have Mark Harlow. How you doing? Gary Raymond in Donegal. How you doing? The Dublin Donegal. Gary Raymond. Lots of Donegallers over in Scotland as well, I believe. I went over there to Glasgow when I was 16 playing Gaelic football, and we stayed with the local families, and they had all come originally from Donegal a generation or two before that. So there's definitely lots of Donegallers over there playing Gaelic football in Scotland. We've Pierce McLaughlin. How you doing, Pierce? And yeah. What's the colour? What's is the colour? I can't say it the way you would say, Gary. I'm sure you have a black is the colour, not white. Scotland equals Donegal. Oh, is that it? Right. It's all the one. Shinnon scale. Right. That's it. I don't know much about Scotland, really, to be honest. I just like some of the songs, and that's what we're here for. Sing a few tunes. I need a little more guitar. Yeah, black is a colour. Sing along. Black is the colour of my true love's hair. Our lips are like some roses fair. She has the sweetest smile, the gentlest hands, and I love the ground whereon she stands. I love my love, well she knows. I love the ground whereon she goes, and I wish the day soon would come when she and I could be as one. For black is the colour of my true love's hair. Our lips are like some roses fair. She has the sweetest smile, the gentlest hands, and I love the ground whereon she stands. I'd go to the Clyde, I'd mourn and weep, for satisfied I never can be. Then I'd write her a letter, just a few short lines, and suffer death 1,000 times. For black is the colour of my true love's hair. Our lips are like some roses fair. She has the sweetest smile, the gentlest hand. I love the ground whereon she stands. I love the ground whereon she stands.
Dave, the video's not appearing on Facebook.
Ah.
I'm just getting you on YouTube, but we don't see you on Facebook.
It's turned off, is it?
Yeah, there's no sign of it. I don't know what to do.
Oh. We've people on Facebook saying hello here, though.
Oh. You're Enda Reilly?
Right, we have a problem, folks. So I'm gonna have a quick look. I need someone to help me out here. So it looks like I have, the way this is working is I'm streaming to YouTube, so we have a load of people on YouTube. How are you, y'all? And we have people on the Facebook Enda Reilly music page. And a week or two ago, I started streaming to my profile as well, just to Enda Reilly in case we were missing some people. So I believe it might be not working. It's working in Ireland. Okay, well that's good. That's the important place. So yeah, if there's a problem anywhere else, no Facebook from there. Okay. Well, it's on End of the Road on YouTube. If there's any people, I don't know. If it's not working on Facebook, how am I talking to people on Facebook? I do not know. Anyway, if you're having problems, there's other ways to view it on your internet. You can go to End of the Road, ENDADEROAD on YouTube. Or you can go to Enda Reilly music page. So it's working on my music page. So yeah, sorry if there's problems, but shinna will. Electrons aren't moving around properly. So it's on. We're still on YouTube as well. So great, one person's having a problem maybe. So yeah, I made an event, and maybe somebody's in the event and going, where is it? And then it's actually on the page and stuff. So it's probably my fault. I take ownership for it. But anyway, for everyone who is here, let's move along. So yeah, this was I have another Christy Moore one here for you. This one. Great. I think we're all working again now, so that is good news. This is called Bogeys Bonny Belle, and Christy used to do this one as well, and probably still does. And looks like it's kind of Northern England, Scotland area, in that kind of maybe Scots language type thing. I was looking it up online during the week again, just keeping an eye on it, and it seems to be lots of different versions of it, and Christy Moore must have found it over there and brought it back. That's what's so good about folk music. It's just good songs from wherever they're from, you know. So and Christy Moore and Luke Kelly and the Dubliners and all, they took English folk songs and did their own spin on them as well, and Scottish songs and everything, and sure Irish songs go over there too, and sure that's what's great about it. So this one, this is called Bogeys Bonny Belle, and Bogey seems to be the big farmer, and the singer in the song is going to work for the farmer, and then he meets his daughter. Oh, and then who knows what happens then? We shall see. As I went out be Huntly town one evening for to feed, I met with Bogey O'Carney, and with him I did agree to care for his two best horses, or cart, or harrow, or plough, or anything about farm working that I very well should know. Old Bogey had a daughter, her name was Isabel. She's the lily of the valley and the primrose of the dell. And when she go out walking, she took me for her guide, down by the burn of Carney, for to watch the small fish glide. And when 3 months were past and gone, this girl, she lost her bloom. Her head fell from her rosy cheeks and her eyes began to swoon. Well, when 9 months were past and gone, she bore to me a son, and I was straight sent for to see what could be done. Well, I said that I would marry her, but that it wouldn't do. He says, you're no match for me bonny wee girl, and she's no a match for you. Oh, and now she's married to a tinker lad who comes from Huntley town. He sells pots and pans and paraffin lamps, and he scours the country round. Oh, maybe she's had a better match, old Bogey can't tell. So farewell, you lads of Huntley town, and to Bogeys Bonny Belle. There we go. That's probably one you don't hear too often. And the Bogeys Bonny Belle. We'll move on to one you probably do hear often. Sure, why not? So thanks for joining me for the gig on Saturday again. Yous are great. There's a tip jar if you'd like to tip. That would be delightful. And so yeah. What was I gonna do? Yes. I don't know if you can see these changes that are coming over me. Caledonia, Dougie McLean, Dolores Kane, who made it famous in Ireland and made us all love it. And yeah, it's lovely. I've translated this one to Gaeilge, but I'll do it as Berla today in English. Whereas, yeah, some other day we'll do it as Gaeilge. See how it goes. Judy Neiswanger, how you doing? Welcome in. Fáilte go dtí an teach, go dtí an tea. Lovely. Thanks everyone for telling us that it's working again. Diane Hussong, how you doing? Oh, Hussong from Ann Arbor. I believe that's Shy. How you doing, Shy? Lovely. Okay. Morris thinks there's a conspiracy going on. I don't think there's a conspiracy, Morris. I think it's all good. Right. Sing along with this one. See how we do. I don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me these past few days. Well, I've been afraid that I might drift away. I've been telling old stories, singing songs make me think about where I come from, and that's the reason why I seem so far away today. But let me tell you that I love you and that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. And if I shall become a stranger, you know it would make me more than sad. For Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Well, I have moved, I've kept on moving, proved the point that I needed proving. Lost a friend I needed losing, but found others on the way. Yes, I kissed the girls, left them crying. Stolen dreams, yes, there's no denying. Traveled hard with coattails flying, somewhere with the wind. So let me tell you that I love you, and that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, and now I'm going home. And if I shall become a stranger, you know it would make me more than sad. For Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Before the fire, the empty room, the forest choir, the flames have dimmed, they won't get any higher. They withered, now they've gone. And I'm steady thinking, my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow when the hands have shaken and the kisses flow. Then I will disappear. Let me tell you that I love you, and that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. And if I shall become a stranger, you know it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Yes. Caledonia. Awesome. So in geology, back to geology. In geology, there's the thing called an orogeny is a thing that happens when mountains are built. And the Caledonia orogenic belt comes down from Scotland all the way into Ireland. And I think it keeps going. And because when the Atlantic was closed, it comes over to Newfoundland. I think that's the same one there. So that's why we're all connected. Because if you close the Atlantic, then Newfoundland and Ireland were right beside each other, and Scotland was right there as well. And because before the Atlantic, there was another one that came up the other way, What was it called again? The Atlantic Ocean, the Iapetus Ocean. So the Iapetus Ocean was there, and then it closed, and then when the ocean closed, it made the mountain range called the Caledonides. I think that's what they called them. And then so we all belong together, lads, and we should be back when the Iapetus. No, I'm only joking. That's what brings us together is Caledonia. That's what. Anyway, I go off on one sometimes, but hopefully you might have learned something. It's good. It's good. How are you, Jerry? Very welcome into the house. Welcome to the gig. Yeah, love that song. How you doing, Robert? You remember Dublin Hotel in spring 2017 for a group of Irish music lovers from Germany. I remember it well. That was great to be singing for you then, and hopefully we'll do something again sometime. I'd love to get over to Deutschland and meet you all over there at some point. And just as I speak about Deutschland, we have Corinna Dieselkamp in the house as well. Your little granddaughter Marlene had a lovely comment when she heard our singing friend was called Enda Reilly. Kvass? I don't know what that means, but there you go. Anyway, we're trying to learn different languages. He can change things. It works in German. So we're gonna move along. I'm gonna try the big poet. It seems to be Yeats Day, so I probably should be doing Yeats today if I was in sync with the rest of the world. But I'm not in sync with the rest of the world. I'm in sync with my own world. So welcome to my world. We might do a Yeats poem later, seeing as though it's Yeats Day. But the big poet over in Scotland was Robert Burns, and he still is. He's got awesome poetry. So it was a poem. I believe it's been made into a song before, but in my ignorance, I did not know. So I put my own melody to it, and it's a wonderful poem called "Oh My Love Is Like a Red, Red Rose," and I think it's seen to be one of the best poems ever. And I think it's kind of in that Scots language again, but it kind of sounds enough like English that we can get away with it. So hope you enjoy it. Going to use the dulcimer for a bit of a, what's it called? A bit of a drone or something. Oh, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love is like a melody that's sweetly played in tune. As fair thou art, my bonny lass, so deep in love am I, and I will love thee still, my dear, till all the seas gang dry, till all the seas gang dry, my dear, and the rocks melt with the sun. And I will love thee still, my dear, while the sands of life shall run. And oh, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. And oh, my love is like the melody that sweetly played in tune. And fare thee weel, my only love, and fare thee weel a while, and I will love thee still, my dear, though it were 10,000 miles. And oh, my love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love is like the melody that's sweetly played in tune. Here we are. Robbie Burns. And he's got so many more stuff out there. It's unreal. Dick Gahan has one of his songs. While we're on Robbie Burns, I might just sing a verse of this other one. It's such an awesome poem. It's just unbelievable. And then Dick Gahan does such a great job on the guitar. It's like my life's ambition to to learn this next one and to put it on guitar and stuff. I recently realised, well, I wanted to go down the road of getting these thumb picks and stuff. I've never done that before, so I'm going to go down that road. But then I was looking at this the other day and I saw he was using a thumb pick, and I was like, maybe that's why I could never do it when I was or maybe it's just he's just so good on the guitar. But I'm going to try this one, and I just do a verse or two of it. If it comes up here again on my phone, let me see, where's it gone? There it is there. This one's called Now Westland Winds, and it's just visceral. Is that the word? It's just amazing. Geology rocks, says Lord Column. Indeed it does. I have to up my posture. Column always tells me sort your posture out. Thanks, Colin. Finola Pomerick, how are you doing? Thank you very much. You're very welcome in. Robert, how you doing? Yes, we can do. Yeah. Thank you very much, Laurie. Thank you so much for being here. You're very welcome. Yeah, they're different songs. I used to sing them when I was younger. And sure, you go writing your own songs then, and then we all have influences from different places, and you learn them, and then you forget some of them. So it's good to have these live streams. It's good to have you guys there for me to be able to bounce off and maybe see what you think of some of some of these older ones that I haven't done, or some of the ones I haven't done. It's kind of it's great to just gather them together. Chip Taylor, how you doing? Do I recall appearing in the Live Ireland radio studio? That was the first time you heard my wonderful. Thank you very much. Where was Live Ireland again? I think so. Was that 4FM? I'm not sure. Mary Tig, how you doing? You're just back from Dublin. Oh, great. Oh, that's brilliant that you were able to go to Dublin and see Niamh. Excellent. Well, relax now. That's a lovely thing to have done. And yeah. Right, I'm going to sing this little bit of this song, but you should do yourself a favour and check out Dick Gahan's version of this. Now Westland winds and slaughtering guns bring autumn's pleasant weather. The moorcock haul on wearing wings among the blooming heather, now waving grain wild o'er the plain, delights the weary farmer. And the moon shines bright as I rove at night to muse upon my charmer. The partridge loves the fruitful fells, the plover loves the mountain, the woodcock haunts the lonely dells, the soaring heron the fountain. Through lofty groves the cushat roves, the path of man to shun it. The hazel bush o'erhangs the thrush, the spreading thorn the linnet. And that keeps going on. It gets deep and visceral, and then it becomes beautiful. It's what a piece. But I felt like we might do a little bit of that one. Anyway, that's Robbie Burns. Yeah, where are we gonna go? Let's go back to something we might all know. One of my mother's favourites. The Wild Mountain Thyme. We would have done this with the Lazy Band quite a lot in Ireland, and I'd like to take the opportunity to say happy birthday to Yvonne Risman. She's usually listens in, so I'll say usually out in the garden or something like that. So happy birthday to you, Yvonne, and we'll do this one for you. This is the Wild Mountain Thyme, and because the summertime is coming, well, it better be. If it hasn't come already, I think you've had enough summer in Ireland for a while. You need a little bit of winter to get the water back in the ground. Anyway. Oh. Here we go. And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build, my love, a bower near yon pure crystal fountain, and on it I will pile all the flowers of the mountains. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? My true love, she were gone, could I ever find another where the wild mountain thyme grows around that purple heather? Will you go, and we'll all go together to pluck wild mountain thyme all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, lassie, go? Wild Mountain Thyme. Now, I'm going to do one of my own songs. And this was the first song I wrote, Oscoilge, in the Irish language. And I've played it a few times over the last couple of weeks, I'm sure. But we won a competition. The Dublin Donegal is there. Gary Raymond, he was playing the drums, the percussion at the time. And we had Emer, I think, and Christoph as well, and Rama I think came over too, and we played in that was the time I got to go and see Inverness, and lovely place. What views there are in Scotland. It's a wonderful spot. So I'm going to play this one's called Mullinimeshire, which is Praise the Weather, because you gotta praise the life, praise the weather, praise everything, and yeah. Sinead and Scale, Mullinimeshire is Chuckashy. Mullinimeshire's Chuckashy, Bogs Wallen Scarboshty. Mullinimeshire's Chuckashy, Bogs Wallen Scarboshty. Big down sappy expree. Mullinimeshire is Chuckashy. Marvin to brown up on my jingle here. It's capping to come my passard creature. On a big band of Clyde. Be rain. Mullinishire's Chuckashy, Bogs Wallen Scarboshty. Mullinishire's Chuckashy, Bogs Wallen Scarboshty. Big house a big spree. Mullinimeshire is Chuckashy. Shucking and real, shucking and real, shucking and real, shucking and real. I got to go will I must move. Will my calculator, will my gear a cower? Me will make fun of cloudy lay. Time rain, Mullinishire's Chuckashy, Bogs Wallen Scarboshty. Mullinishire's Chuckashy, Bogs Wallen Scarboshty. Big house a big spree. Mullinimeshire is Chuckashy. Shucking and real, 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 shucking and real. Shocking and green, which means it's coming to us, the sun. Or here comes the sun. I realised I had robbed a line from the Beatles and put it in Irish, and I didn't even notice. No one noticed. Here Comes the Sun. What a song. That's another great song. The Old Triangle. How you doing, Finola? Do you know what? It's on my list of ones to do for the Musical Pint. I have the new podcast that's going out that I'm trying out some folk songs on a monthly basis, and I have it written down, and I'm going to try something with it. So yeah, keep an eye out. Maybe next week I might even give it a go. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But what a song! That's a great song. All the gone, all the time. Yeah, one could do that. Rory, he's amazing. Patrick, how you doing? You're very welcome in. And yeah, so we got Mullenheimshire, Gary. That was for Gary. So what else have we got? Lovely. Gurmil Mahgood, Peggy Freshen, thank you very much. Where are we going next? Have we got any more? Do you know what? I think I've run out of Scottish songs. That's it. So might just have to I have one more. It's a bit left leaning, so I don't know if there's any fascists out there. They probably want to leave or something. This one is called The Workers' Song, and it's Dick Gahan again, and amazing song. Again, just kind of one of them songs about how workers are the ones keeping the country going, but then when war comes, the worker is the one to be given the gun and made go off and fight and all this type of thing. And being from Ireland, which is a supposedly neutral country, that whole concept is strange. So I guess that's what drew me to this song. But let's see if we can do it. I haven't actually even practiced this one, which is a terrible thing to say. Last on the list. What a song, though. Oh yeah, we have one string here that needs to come up in the world. With slide rule and stopwatch, our pride they have robbed. That's one of the lyrics in this song. Imagine a slide rule coming into existence. It's a ruler that there's a little bit in the middle that goes up and down and has all these different... Tell me if anyone out there, have you ever used a slide rule to do calculations on? There was one lying around the house and I learned it for the crack, and it was unbelievable. It was like, you can do maths on a bleeding ruler. What? So I thought it was amazing anyway, but it's kind of weird that's the technology that put people out of jobs years ago. Now, apologies, this is taking longer to tune than I thought, but slide rulers need to be mentioned. Stopwatches and slide rulers. Alright, let's give it a go. A little less of that.
Come all of you workers, toil night and day, by hand and by brain, to earn your pay, who for centuries long past, from the mart and your bread, have bled for your countries and counted your dead. In the factories and the mills, in the shipyards and the mines, who've often been told, keep up with the times. Though our skills are not needed, they've streamlined the job, and with slide rule and stopwatch, our pride they have robbed them. But when the sky darkens and the prospect is war, well, who's given a gun and then pushed to the fore, and expected to die for the land of our birth, though we've never owned one handful of earth. first ones to bleed. We're the first ones to die. We're the first ones in line for that pie in the sky. And we're always the last when the cream is shared out. For the workers still working when the fat cat's about. And all of these things the worker has done, from tilling the fields to carrying the gun. We've been yoked to the plough since time first began, and always expected to carry the can. Hey, I like that one. Gurmil Magat Finola. Laurie has used a stopwatch or a slide rule. Don't think you could do it now. I'd say you'd pick it up. It's like riding a bike, or it's like using the slide rule. No. How you, Jer? How you doing? Welcome in, Tara. Lovely stuff. Oh, thanks. Mark is listening in there. That is lovely hurling, folks. Or shinty. Actually, I played a game of hurling against once when we were over. Actually, played some hurling. It was shinty versus hurling. Actually, that was in Ireland. It was some Scottish came over, brought their shinty sticks, and we played hurling against them. And I don't know who won. I think it was all like little blitzes and things like that. You wouldn't want to get hit with a shinty stick, lads. Steer clear them shinty sticks. They'll hurt you. That's for sure. All right, I'm in unknown territory now. So if anyone has a request, it's gonna have to be next week or the week after that. I'm gonna do. Somebody had asked for. Actually, my father-in-law has asked for it, and Rory was asking as well for Erie Canal. I need Mark with me here. Mark is the man for the Erie Canal, but I'll learn it. I will learn it, and we'll get it out there. There's a few more like that on the list that I need to get done. So yeah, what am I gonna do? I don't know. Let's see. I'm in the mood. Seems that we're in like Dick Gahan territory. I'm gonna continue with something similar. It's just this one's called, I think it's called The World Turned Upside Down, and it's about Cromwell. Before he came to Ireland, he kind of went down to a group of lads. It's called the Diggers, they're called, and they were just trying to, I guess the idea is they were just diggers. They were just farm folk, but because the powers that be didn't like the way they were living, so they decided to cut them down, as it says in the song. And so it was 1649, and it's the same Cromwell. So he was practicing on the English before he came to Ireland. So again, all the normal folk are the ones who get their rights taken away and all this type of thing. So this is called The Diggers, and again, from the Singing of Dick Gahan. We should have probably just called it the Dick Gahan Christy Moore gig or something. Anyway. In 1649, to St. George's Hill, a baggage band they called the Diggers came to show the people's will. They defied the landlords, they defied the laws. They were the dispossessed, reclaiming what was theirs. We come in peace, they said, to dig and sow. We come to work the land in common, and to make the wasteland grow. This earth divided, we will make whole, so it can be a common treasury for all. A sin of property we do disdain. No one has any right to buy and sell the earth for private gain. By theft and murder they took the land, Now everywhere the walls rise up at their command. They make the laws to chain us well. Clergy dazzle us with heaven, or they damn us into hell. We will not worship the God they serve, the God of greed who feeds the rich while poor men starve. We work, we eat together, we need no swords. We will not bow to masters, nor pay rent to the lords, for we are free men, though we are poor. You diggers all stand up for glory, stand up now. Property, the orders came. They sent the hired men and troopers to wipe out the diggers' claim, to tear down their cottages, destroy their corn. They were dispersed, only the vision lingers on. You poor take courage, you rich take care. The earth was made a common treasury for everyone to share. All things in common, all people want. They came in peace, the orders came to cut them down.
Right. I'm realising I did that one last week. That's why I was actually able to play it. I've practiced it. But I was thinking about that one as like that, all that problems that people or normal people were having for you know, choosing the God they want to choose and all that type of thing. That's what got all people coming over here to America in the first place, which I guess is all part of the story again. But so everything is connected. Ireland's connected to England and Scotland and America, and just as I say that, the Viking comes into the house. How are you doing, Klaus from Denmark? Greetings, Klaus. Hope you're well. Thanks very much, Robert. Delighted you enjoy that. Yeah, we'll probably maybe do one or two more and then leave it at that, folks. Hope you enjoyed the Scottish flavoured back to the live stream this week. If you haven't already, you can go and check out the musical Pint, where there's version of McAlpine's Fusiliers, The Star of the County Down. What else do we have there? Carrickfergus, and there's one other one there as well. You'll have to go and look to find out what the other one is. So, what else have we got going on? Hello? Somebody at the door? Oh, it's the leprechaun jumping around. That's Owen Mangamore, Dave, Sullivan Gwilshif Gama, Sean Murphy, how you doing over in Belgium? Yeah, slide rules. Get your slide rules out and do some slide rule and do your taxes on your slide rule. We are connected indeed. And there's my next song. We're connected. Nosk. I'm going to sing on Nosk Nua for you now. This is one Oscoelga, which means it's all about that, being connected, and how generations are connected to the next generation, and how we pass things on down the line, and how we're all connected all around the world. So that's pretty much what's going on in Eish Leis an Nosk Nua, which means listen to the new connection, to the sound of the new connection.
Mata de chriachart I glúsa nó súla an stráintear nó cara Éis leis anas nua Le fuaim an dasc nua Éis leis anas nua Le fuaim an dasc nua Nis tá de gnósa nucht ach níl de críise crua Is start de weise lucht Is set de tá an bua Éis leis anas nua Le fuaim an dasc nua Éis leis anas nua Le fuaim an dasc nua Bíon go fion Bíon go fion Bíon go fion Bíon go An gluisin tú an uaim ag teach go sirí as ag dul ó glún go glúin níos milse nain bhlas Éis leis anas nua Le fuaim an dasc nua Éis leis anas nua Le fuaim an dasc nua Yay, an nasc nua, the new connection happening all the time. Gurmila Mahagiv, like to see the hand claps there. So yeah, maybe I'll do one more and we'll leave it at that. If you would like to, you can put something in the tip jar. Doesn't have to be much, doesn't have to be anything, but the tip jar is there if you would like. Yeah, that was fun. Scotland. If you have any, I think next week I'm going to be in Battle Creek next week, I think. So I might just do a live stream from the phone next week. But what that might mean is that it might only be happening on Facebook. So all the YouTubers, beware that it might only occur on Facebook next week. Because I won't be able to route things to different entities. So yeah, other than that, yeah, let's do another song. Let's have a look. What else have we got? I did Caledonia, Catherine. Yes, you'll be able to see it back. If you can go back and listen again, we did Caledonia fairly, maybe the 4th or 5th song in. Actually, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs in. We did Caledonia. You're very welcome, everybody. Jas Shiv Galera Ekal. Yeah. Yes, real audiences. Well, you are a real audience. I think you clap, therefore you are, or you think. No, I don't know. What's a real? I know what you mean. Thanks very much, Robert. Yeah, hopefully we can get out eyeball to eyeball gigs to see people. And yeah. Will I try something I haven't even practiced? Let's do something like off the wall. That's nothing to do with Scotland.
Right, this is like a little demo that I've been working on, something totally different. This is like Nat King Cole. Did you ever hear of Nat King Cole? What a singer, probably best singer in the world after Dick Gone. You can't be saying everyone's the best. Let's try this one. There was a boy, strange and enchanted boy, and though he wandered very far over land and sea, a little shy and sad of eye, but very wise was he. Then one magic day, he passed my way, and though we talked of many things, fools and kings, this he said to me: the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. The greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. Isn't that a deadly song? Deadly being the operative word in Dublin for deadly means amazing in Irish. So I love that song. I've actually translated it to Irish as well. So I have a few songs that I've been translating to keep my Gaeilge up. Might give you a listen to something like that. But what a song, what a singer. For no apparent reason, right at the end, because we can. So thank you so much, everybody. You can share this if you thought anyone might like this. If you have any Scottish friends who you think might be into some of this, you could share the video either on YouTube or on Facebook with them, and just go, here, check this out. Caledonia's in there. Have a listen, or whatever you think people might like. Thank you very much, Curran Lungig Show. We can do that one next week. Thank you very much, Robert. I appreciate that. And who else have we got? Tim. That's exactly. I should have known that was for Tim Hart. I knew you guys are all good taste out there. You definitely like good songs. Good songs are good songs, no matter where they come from. So. You're very welcome, everybody. Guramila Mahagav Galer, Slong of Fall. We'll see you next week. Definitely I'll be on at the same time next week, but it may just be Facebook. I will look into it, but so YouTubers, get yourselves over to Facebook. Right, I love you all. Slong of Fall.